Dear universe, please let there be silence while I record this video. Really. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this week's video, we're going to talk about creating your content calendar. If you are a social media manager or a business owner who struggles with knowing what to post on Instagram or on any of your social media platforms, then you will enjoy this video, because in this video I will tell you easy steps or things to do so that you never run out of ideas for your content calendar. Now, before I start, let's talk about the content calendar. What is a content calendar and why is it important for your business? A content calendar is a content calendar. So a content calendar is a compilation of posts or activities scheduled or planned to happen across your social media platforms, right? So some people have very simple content calendars that just have dates, themes, and then posts that will go up, and maybe platforms, while some people have more elaborate content calendars that have dates, even times, themes, posts, captions, hashtags, platforms that to go out on, and a lot of other things, right? So whichever works for you. Yours can be simple, yours can be complex or elaborate. The idea is that you have something guiding your content creation process across your social media platforms. Some people also do their content calendars over a period of time. So you can do weekly, you can do monthly, you can do quarterly, you can do yearly. I personally will never do yearly because I think it's just such a long period. There's a lot that can go on within a year. So planning out your content for an entire year, well, some people do it, right? Some people do it, but it would not be as detailed as the one you would do weekly or the one that you would do monthly. Typically, I do a monthly content calendar for my clients, and for myself, for my personal Instagram page, I do a weekly content calendar. For my YouTube channel, I have a yearly content calendar, right? So I have dates, and that's easy to do because my upload days are once a week, so it's like 4 content ideas in a month, right? As opposed to doing every day or multiple days a week. So you can decide to do yours weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly, whatever works for you is fine. Now, why is a content calendar important for you and your business? One is every day as a business owner, you should try to look for ways to automate your business processes or make some of your business processes easier. And one way of doing that for social media management is having a content calendar, because it helps you avoid or tackle the issue of waking up and not knowing what to post, right? So instead of waking up and saying, oh my God, when am I going to post today? It is 9 a.m. I'm supposed to post by 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. is my peak time. I've run out of content ideas. With a content calendar, that is eliminated. So all you have to do, if your peak period and posting period is 9 a.m. for instance, all you have to do is ensure that you're on the platform so that when the post goes up, you engage with those who engage with the post, okay? As opposed to waking up and thinking afresh of what to post for the day and crafting your captions and your hashtags and all of that. Now, the second thing a content calendar does for you and your business is it helps you have a variety of posts. Now, for some business owners, typically those who sell physical products, so if I'm selling clothes and shoes, for instance, when I wake up and I want to post, what comes to me naturally is to post items for sale, right? So I'm posting shoes and I'm selling, I'm posting a nice top, jeans, skirts, pants, whatever it is I'm selling, I'm posting for sale. Now, doing that every day, every week, every month, it is boring, it is monotonous. Over time, engagement will start to dwindle on your account, right? So having a content calendar helps you to ensure that you have a variety of content going up in your page. You have a nice mix of content going up on your page. So these are two important things that a content calendar does for your business. So now I'll just go straight into giving you steps or tips for creating your content calendar. The first thing you want to do is have a content pillar or a content bucket. Now, a content bucket essentially is just a pool of content categories where you can pull out content ideas from, right? So in your content bucket, you can have things like products or services for sale, because of course you're a business, so you need to sell. So you need to sell your products or services. So you have products or services for sale. In your content bucket, you can also have testimonials. You can have user-generated content, so which is where people are taking pictures of your products and posting on their own page that you can repost on your page or on your Insta story, for instance. You can have holidays, because you have to make room for holiday posts on your social media platforms. You can have motivational posts, inspirational posts. You can have tips, tricks, hacks, all of those things. So those are your content ideas, and those are things that you can put into your content bucket, so that when you are crafting or creating your content calendar, you have categories that you can fit into different days on your content calendar. I would show you eventually when I'm doing it so that you can see what it looks like, but that's the idea. Now, something else you want to do is factor in your focus for the month. So if there's any key thing, if there's any major thing that you have planned in your business for the month, make sure you factor that in when creating your content calendar. For instance, Valentine is around the corner, right? If you have a Valentine promo or sales, or if you're running sales for Valentine's, you will want to factor that in. So let's say you haven't created your content calendar for February yet, and this video helps you to do that. When you're creating that, you want to factor in your Valentine Day offer or promo or sales into your content calendar, because you can't just wake up on the 14th and post your offer. You need to have a build up of posts. So post on your feed, on possibly your Insta story, Insta Reels, different channels on Instagram and across the social media platforms. This will be factored into your social media calendar. Okay? Now, when you have done these, when you've created your content bucket and you've also factored in your focus for the month, you now go ahead to create an actual calendar. Now, you can do this on two platforms. So you can do this on Microsoft Excel, or you can do this on Google Sheets. I personally prefer Google Sheets, especially if I'm working with a team. Now, if I'm working alone, so for instance, when I'm crafting my calendar for my personal Instagram page, I don't even use any calendar. I use an app, a preview app on my phone, right? So I use the preview app and I use the notes app. So preview is to plan out the posts, that then the notes app is for my captions and hashtags. When I'm making the content calendar for my clients, I will use Google Sheets so that I can share it with them, and it's better for collaborative work. So if you're working alone, you can decide to use Microsoft Excel to create your calendar. But if you are working with a team, I would advise using Google Sheets so that you can just add people and people can share their ideas, as opposed to working on an Excel sheet, sending to someone, person send back to you, you send all that back and forth. Sometimes you may lose track of updates made on each sheet. But with Google Sheets, people can work on the sheets in real time. And it helps you avoid that unnecessary back and forth. So now that I have explained all this, let me show you how it will look like. This is the content calendar template that I use. I have had this for some years. I started using this when I worked with a fintech company sometime in 2017, 2018, and I haven't made any alterations to this because this works. It works for me. It's not as elaborate as some others that I have seen, but this does the job for me and I use it for my clients. So I'm just going to explain what goes in the different columns. Some of them are straightforward, but I'll just explain and then we'll flesh this out together. Okay, now the first column, of course, is where you have your dates. The second is where you have the days of the week in the month. This third column is where you have your themes, and this is where all your ideas from your content bucket go in, right? So things like your products and services for sale, user-generated content, testimonials, industry facts and myths, tips, hacks, tricks, behind the scenes, holidays, themed days. So themed days are like your Monday motivation, Woman Crush Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday. You get the gist. Offers of the month. Yeah, so this column is where you fill all that in. Now the creative, this column where you have the creative is where you put in the description for the image or the video that will accompany the post, right? And this is important if you have your graphic designer loops into your sheets. This is why I said prefer using Google Sheets than Microsoft Excel, because this allows for collaboration. So you can easily share with people by clicking on this share link and share button and putting their email addresses and sharing with people so that people can have access to the sheet. So here is where your graphic designer has an idea of what you're thinking of and can craft either your videos or your images to suit the post going up for the day. Here is where you have your captions and your hashtags. Sometimes I do not have all the captions for all the posts for the month, right? But some other times I have. So for the ones I have, I'll put it in here. For the ones I don't have, I'll make sure I have those before they go, before I schedule my post, if I'm scheduling my post. While this last column, which is platform, is where you identify or signify where these posts are going up. So are they going up across your social media platforms if you are on more than one social media platform? If they're going up on one, what type of content? So if they're going up on Instagram, for instance, is this going up on your feed? Is this going up on Insta story? Is this going up on Insta reel? Is this an IGTV post? You would indicate all of that here, so that if you have multiple people working on your team, right, they are guided. Everyone that is looking at the sheet knows where what is going up on, right? Okay, now so we're going to flesh this out with some of the things I have talked about, and I would do this for, what example do I use? Let's use a fashion boutique, right? I'll do this for a startup fashion boutique. Now, because this is a startup, you do not have a lot of content ideas that you can pull from your content bucket, right? So what I mean is, for instance, you do not have testimonials because you probably do not have clients yet. You do not have user-generated content because, of course, you also do not have clients yet. You may not have behind the scenes, right? Because you're not doing a lot yet, but you can still make do with some other things. So you can still make do your products and services for sale, facts, tips and hacks, holidays, themed days, and your focus for the month, for instance. So I'm not going to include sales posts for the day because I mean that's a given, right? That will go up every day or maybe 4 to 5 days a week, depending on how you want to schedule that or work with that. So what I'll just put in here are extra posts, so posts in addition to your sales posts, so that your page is not too salesy. Let me tell you what happens when you're just putting products for sale. It happens to me, and I don't know if it happens to everyone else, but this is what happens to me. When I'm scrolling through an Instagram page and I'm just seeing products for sale, especially if you do not have your own models, right? Especially if you're using foreign pictures and it's just products for sale, there's nothing else. You don't have a picture or video of yourself, you don't have pictures or videos of your clients, nothing. I would instantly think your page is a scam page and I'll avoid it, right? So this is why I say it's good to have a mix, and a content calendar helps you ensure that you have a good mix of content on your social media platforms. So let's start. So let's say on Mondays you want to do Monday motivation, right? Monday motivation can go up every Monday. So I just copy and paste this to all Mondays. What else? Let's say we want to do Throwback Thursday every Thursday. Let's say we also want to share fashion inspo on Saturdays, right? Because during the weekends people are chilling. Yes, they're going through your page, but they may not be making serious sales decisions, right? But it's good to stay in their faces. So just a more relaxed content that still sells your items. What else do I want to see? So you can see that I mean, we haven't even done much, but we already have posts to go up 3 times a week, right? And remember, this is outside your sales post. You still have your sales post going up maybe every day or 4 to 5 times or 4 to 5 days a week. What else? Let's say you want to share tips on Tuesdays. Now, this would differ from business to business, right? So, I mean, if you're in a juicing business, for instance, you wouldn't have fashion inspo. If you're in the event sector or industry, you wouldn't have fashion inspo, for instance, right? So this differs according to your business or services that you render, right? So now let's, I think you have 4 posts a week, and this is outside your sales post, right? So yeah, your morning motivation goes up on Mondays. So for tips, this is a fashion boutique. What tips do I want to give? So let's say I want to do how to fold your jeans properly, right? For this week, let's say for next week, tips would be how to get rid of stains, right? Let's say another tip is how to, okay, I can't think of anything else right now, but you get the gist. So if this was for an event company, tips would probably be something like things to note when picking your event planner, 5 things to do before picking a venue, things to guide your bride, because I mean your target audience really is your bride. So things to guide your bride for her big day, right? That's what will come under tips. Now let's say for fashion inspo, let's say you sell turtlenecks, so this can be how to style your turtlenecks, right? Let's say another fashion inspo is let's see, 7 ways to wear mom jeans. That's what they're called, right? So here you're not selling outrightly. So you're not saying I sell mom jeans, come and buy. You're not saying I sell turtleneck tops, come and buy. We are giving them fashion inspiration, right? And when they see these content, they like it, and then they realize that you sell these things, and they will buy, right? To try out some of these tips or fashion inspiration posts that you are sharing, right? Now, so we have Throwback Thursday post. So what can go up on Throwback Thursday? So let's do, so let's do styles, top 10 styles from the 80s, right? Yeah, that can go up for Throwback Thursday. Let's see, another Throwback Thursday post can be popular styles in another era. Guys, this is on the spot. But guys, yeah, you get the gist. So you can see we're already filling this out. Now, in fact, I haven't even factored in Valentine's Day, right? So Valentine's is on the 14th, which is a Sunday, right? If you have any offer, if you have any Val Day offer, you should have started talking about it by now, right? So if you have sales, you would also put that in here somewhere and just scatter it around up until Valentine's Day, because you want to start priming people before the day. So you can see that this is quite full, and remember you already have sales post. Let me see, what other example can I use? Let's use the example of an event company, right? So some of these will still work. So like a Monday motivation tips. So Throwback Thursday for an event company can be an event that they planned some years ago. So maybe let's see, Uche and Uche's wedding. Tips can be 5 things to note when choosing your venue. So you can decide that Fridays you promote other vendors, right? So maybe on this Friday you decide to promote photographers because you work with these people, right? Top 5 photographers, for instance. Guys, again, this is off the top of my head. Top 5 photographers for brides, right? Because it's possible that there are photographers that specialize in some of these things, right? The content bucket it's fantastic. It guides you when creating your content calendar because you can just pull things from here. So if you're going to do behind the scenes, for instance, you can do behind the scenes on a Friday, right? And platform, you can decide that platform for behind the scenes will be on your Insta story, right? So your creative or the description for your behind the scenes can be a video of packaged orders for dispatch, right? Just something to keep the page active without actively selling your product or your services. Now, when you are just starting out, it is very easy and I would say normal to get stuck when you're trying to create your very first content calendar. When I started managing social media pages, which was in 2014, and this was as a paid job, not as a freelancer or independent contractor, I didn't have a content calendar. I had never done a content calendar. I do not even know if content calendars were popular then, but I didn't have any. So I used to wake up and just post spontaneous content. Then I was working with a hair care company that had a salon. So I would post products for sale. And then I would post our customers when they come to the salon. So before and after pictures. So it was basically sale. However, there was a day or there was a period where I ran out of inspiration. I can't remember what happened, but I just didn't know what to post. So I decided to deviate from my normal sales post and post something fun. Now, before then, I used to think that we had a lot of bots as followers or spam followers or ghost followers because there were not a lot of people were engaging with the sales post. But the day I put up that fun post, I think it was a game post or something, the engagement on that post blew my mind. And I was like, oh wow, so we have all these followers who are literally just waiting to be engaged. And that's when I started introducing more things into posting. So I wasn't just doing sales posts alone. I was now introducing games sometimes on Fridays. I'll introduce tips on how to care for your hair, in a fun way. And the engagement started growing on the page. So at first you would keep experimenting, right? You would experiment with different content types. And then eventually, the more you do this, the better you become and the easier the process is for you. Now, creating a content calendar is just phase one of automating or easing up your social media management process for your business. The next stage is scheduling the post. Now, on this channel, I have talked about scheduling your post with Canva. However, that feature is only available to those who are paying for Canva. So if you do not have an active Canva subscription, you wouldn't be able to schedule your post to social media from Canva. But if you have an active Canva subscription and you haven't watched that video, I will link it up and also link it in the description box below so you can watch it after watching this video, right? However, in next week's video, I would share how to do this with Facebook Creator Studio, right? So Facebook Creator Studio is free for all. All you need to do is have a business Instagram account to be able to access Facebook Creator Studio. So if you don't want to miss next week's video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it and to let YouTube know that you enjoyed it so they can recommend it to other people. Please and thank you. Be sure to leave comments for me in the comment section. I love interacting with you guys, so feel free to leave a comment if you have more questions, if you have ideas. If you want to share ideas on things you want to see on this channel, you can do so in the comment section. I'll be happy to read. Be sure to share this video with fellow business owners or social media managers who are struggling with creating content consistently on their platforms. If you want me to create a bespoke content calendar for your business, you can reach out to me via DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is going to show on the screen, or you can send me an email. I would leave my email in the description box and also display it on the screen. If you want to work with me, if you want me to create your social media content calendar, I will be happy to do that. So just send me a message and we can work together, okay? So I hope you found this video useful. I will see you in next week's video. Till then, stay safe, stay fabulous. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye, guys. Man, I feel like I rushed through that video. Dehydrated.